You might not have noticed it right away. At first, it's something small. Maybe you struggle a bit to open that jar of pickles you've opened a dozen times before. Or maybe you drop the TV remote a little more often, and bending down to pick it up feels harder than it used to. It's not dramatic. It's not painful. But something feels just a little off. Maybe it's carrying groceries in from the car. Your hands get tired sooner. Or holding a coffee mug feels heavier than usual. You might even start avoiding tasks like squeezing shampoo bottles, opening a water bottle, or even turning doorknobs. Not because you can't do them, but because they take more effort than they used to. And because these changes come on so slowly, most people ignore them. They chalk it up to just getting older, without realizing that these tiny shifts may be early signs of something much bigger. Here's the truth. These subtle struggles are often one of the earliest red flags your body sends you. They're signs your grip strength may be declining. And most people, especially seniors, don't realize just how important that is. In fact, a growing body of research shows that declining grip strength can be one of the first indicators of aging-related decline. Studies from institutions like the National Institutes of Health and the British Medical Journal have linked weaker grip strength to a higher risk of falls, disability, and even earlier mortality. But let me be clear, this isn't meant to scare you. It's to empower you. Because grip strength is one of the most overlooked but powerful markers of your overall health and independence. Think about how many daily tasks rely on your grip. Buttoning a shirt, using a fork and knife, brushing your teeth, holding onto a handrail, even catching yourself from a fall. When grip strength fades, everything else starts to feel a little harder. And over time, that can snowball into bigger issues, like less mobility, more dependence on others, or a loss of confidence in your body. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be that way. This one early warning sign, if caught in time, can actually be used as a signal to take positive action. And that action can protect your body, strengthen your muscles, and help you hold on to the things that matter most. Your freedom, your independence, and your sense of control over your own life. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Is this really something I need to worry about? Let me put it this way. If you've ever noticed your hands feeling a little weaker, if you've found yourself asking someone else to open a jar for you, if you've dropped a cup or a plate and chalked it up to clumsiness, this might be your body's way of whispering, pay attention. And the best part? Once you're aware of it, you can do something about it. That's what today's video is all about. We're going to walk through what grip strength really means, why it matters, and 3 simple steps you can start today, at home, to improve it. You don't need fancy equipment or a personal trainer. Just a few easy habits that can make a big difference. Because here's the thing. Aging doesn't have to mean losing your strength. It doesn't have to mean giving up the things you enjoy. And it definitely doesn't mean settling for decline when there are ways to stay strong and steady. You deserve to feel capable in your own body. You deserve to open jars, carry groceries, and do the things you love, without second-guessing your strength. So if you've ever brushed off these small changes, or thought they were just part of aging, I want to invite you to take a second look. Because recognizing this one overlooked sign could be the key to staying independent for years to come. So what is it about grip strength that makes it such a strong predictor of overall health? It's not just about your hands. It's about what your hands tell us, about your muscles, your nerves, your bones, and your daily function. And when grip strength starts to fade, it's often a quiet signal that your body needs a little extra care. That's why in the next part of this video, we're going to walk through 3 simple, practical steps you can take to improve it, starting today. If that sounds helpful, don't forget to subscribe and let us know in the comments. Have you ever noticed your grip feeling weaker? Let's begin with the most important and practical step you can take today, one that many people overlook, but that has the power to dramatically improve your independence and long-term health. Strengthening your grip. And before you think this sounds too simple to matter, I want you to know this. Your grip strength is more than just how tightly you can squeeze something. It's a window into your overall health. In fact, Research from respected institutions like the National Institutes of Health and the British Medical Journal shows that grip strength can be a better predictor of future health outcomes than even blood pressure. That's right. Something as small as how firmly you can hold a cup of tea, carry groceries, or open a jar can actually give us clues about how your muscles, nerves, and overall system are aging. Now, most people don't realize when their grip strength starts to decline. It doesn't happen overnight. It begins with small moments. Maybe you notice you're having a harder time opening a bottle of water, or that you're dropping the soap in the shower more often, or your hands just feel tired after folding laundry or chopping vegetables. You might shrug it off, but these little signs add up. They can indicate that the small muscles in your hands and forearms, the ones you rely on every day, are getting weaker. And here's the good news. It's never too late to turn that around. Strengthening your grip doesn't require a gym or heavy weights. You can do it from your living room, your kitchen table, or even your favorite recliner. I often tell my patients, the best exercise is the one you'll actually do. So let's talk about what that looks like in real life. Start with a simple hand squeeze. You can use a stress ball, a rolled-up pair of socks, or anything soft that fits comfortably in your hand. Squeeze it gently but firmly, hold for a few seconds, then release. Repeat this a few times on each hand. You're working muscles that support not just your grip, but your ability to carry, lift, and hold things with control. Next, consider using a small object like a water bottle or a soup can. Sit down with your forearm resting on a table, wrist hanging slightly off the edge, palm up. Slowly curl your wrist up and down, letting the weight move with control. This motion works deeper muscles in the forearm that are essential for keeping your grip steady and strong, especially when you're doing things like opening doors or holding onto a stair rail. Another helpful movement involves stretching your fingers outward, something we don't often think about. Place a rubber band around the tips of your fingers and slowly spread them apart. Hold that position briefly, then bring your fingers back together. You may feel a gentle pull. That's good. You're working the opposite group of muscles, the ones that open your hand rather than close it, and they're just as important. These kinds of exercises improve not only your strength but also your dexterity, making it easier to do everyday tasks like buttoning shirts or writing. Now, how do you make sure this becomes a part of your life? The answer is, link it to something you already do. Keep that stress ball next to your TV remote and do hand squeezes while you catch up on your favorite show. Leave the rubber band near your reading glasses and do your finger stretches while flipping through the morning paper. You don't need a stopwatch or a schedule. Just a few minutes here and there, consistently, can create lasting changes. I think about one of my patients, Barbara, who came to me feeling frustrated. She was in her early 70s and had recently started needing help with small tasks around the house. She told me, "It's the little things that make me feel old. I can't open jars anymore. I have to ask my son to carry in the groceries." She felt embarrassed, like she had lost a piece of her independence. We talked about her grip strength, and I showed her these very same exercises. She started doing them each evening while watching the evening news. Nothing extreme. Just 5 or 10 minutes a day. A few weeks later, she came in smiling. She said, "I opened a jar by myself last night. I haven't done that in over a year." And it wasn't just the jar. It was the feeling. The confidence. The sense that her body was still hers, still capable, still strong. And that's what I want you to take away from this. These exercises aren't just about stronger hands. They're about keeping the life you love within your reach. Whether it's holding your grandchild's hand, picking up your knitting, or gripping a walking stick while you explore the outdoors, these moments matter. Your hands are how you interact with the world, how you connect, create, and care for yourself. And keeping them strong is one of the most powerful investments you can make in your health. So don't wait. Don't tell yourself it's too late or too small to matter. Start today. Find something soft to squeeze. Try a few wrist curls with a water bottle. Stretch your fingers just a little. And tomorrow, do it again. In just a few minutes a day, you can rebuild what time has started to take. and protect the strength and confidence that help you live fully, actively, and independently. Your hands have served you well for many years. Give them the care they deserve, and they'll continue to support you in return. Now that we've talked about strengthening your grip with simple daily movements, let's turn our attention to something just as important: the fuel you give your body. What you eat plays a powerful role in how well your muscles function, how fast they recover, and how resilient they stay as you age. And when it comes to grip strength, nutrition isn't just supportive, it's foundational. You see, muscle health depends on more than just movement. It depends on nourishment. Every muscle fiber in your hands, wrists, and forearms is made up of protein structures that need to be repaired and replenished regularly. And if your diet isn't supplying the building blocks your body needs, then even the best exercises won't be enough to maintain your strength long-term. This is where many seniors face an unexpected challenge. As we age, our appetite often changes. We may eat less, feel full more quickly, or choose lighter meals that are easier to prepare. But that shift often means we're not getting enough protein or the right combination of nutrients to maintain muscle mass and strength. And that includes the muscles that affect your grip. One of the most important nutrients for muscle preservation is protein. It's essential for repairing tissue, maintaining muscle fibers, and keeping your strength intact. Unfortunately, many older adults fall short of the recommended daily intake without even realizing it. Breakfast becomes toast and coffee. Lunch is a bowl of soup. Dinner might be some vegetables and a small portion of something else. On paper, it looks healthy. But over time, that quiet protein deficiency begins to show up in subtle ways, like weaker hands, slower healing, or more fatigue when doing physical tasks. So, what can you do about it? Start with your morning routine. Adding a source of high-quality protein to your breakfast is one of the easiest ways to support muscle health. A couple of scrambled eggs, a bowl of Greek yogurt, or even a protein smoothie with some fruit can go a long way. When you feed your muscles early in the day, you give them the tools they need to stay strong and active. Throughout the day, look for simple opportunities to boost your protein intake. Maybe add a slice of turkey to your sandwich. Sprinkle seeds or nuts on a salad. Choose salmon or beans for dinner instead of pasta alone. Even a small handful of almonds as an afternoon snack makes a difference. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet. Just make gentle, thoughtful shifts that give your body more of what it truly needs. Now, let's talk about a few other key nutrients that quietly support grip strength. Calcium is vital, not only for bone health but also for the way your muscles contract. Without enough calcium, your muscles may feel weaker or more prone to cramping. You can find calcium in leafy greens like kale or spinach, in dairy products like yogurt or cheese, and in fortified alternatives like almond milk or tofu. Vitamin D works hand in hand with calcium, helping your body absorb and use it properly. And yet, many seniors have low levels of vitamin D, especially if they spend less time outdoors. Try to get a little sunlight each day, even if it's just sitting near a window or taking a short walk outside. And consider including foods like salmon, eggs, or fortified cereals that naturally contain vitamin D. Another important mineral is magnesium. It supports muscle function, nerve health, and energy production. Low magnesium levels can make you feel sluggish and contribute to muscle tension or spasms. Thankfully, magnesium is found in many everyday foods, things like leafy greens, seeds, whole grains, and legumes. A spinach salad with pumpkin seeds or a bowl of oatmeal with chia seeds can easily provide a boost. Hydration also deserves a quick mention here. Muscles, including the ones in your hands, are about 75% water. When you're dehydrated, even slightly, your muscles don't function as well. You may feel stiff, tired, or less coordinated. That's why it's so important to sip water throughout the day, not just when you're thirsty. Keeping a small glass of water nearby, especially when doing your hand exercises, is a simple habit that helps both hydration and consistency. I remember working with a gentleman named Walter. He was in his late 60s and had been doing hand strengthening exercises for several weeks but wasn't noticing much progress. We reviewed his diet and found that he was barely eating any protein, just toast for breakfast, fruit for lunch, and something light for dinner. Once he began adding Greek yogurt in the morning, tuna salad at lunch, and grilled chicken or lentils at night, things started to change. Within a month, his grip improved. He told me, "I didn't think food had anything to do with it. I thought it was just about moving my hands. But now I feel steadier, more solid, like my body's finally responding." Stories like Walter's are so important, because they remind us that real change doesn't come from one big decision. It comes from small steps, taken consistently. It's not about chasing perfect meals or following strict rules. It's about feeding your body what it quietly needs, and giving your muscles the nourishment they require to serve you well. So as you think about improving your grip strength, remember that your kitchen is just as important as your exercise space. Every bite is a chance to strengthen not just your hands, but your whole body. Think of your meals as part of your healing, part of your growth, and part of the life you want to keep living. Even a few changes can make a meaningful difference. Add an egg to your breakfast. Choose salmon once a week. Enjoy a handful of walnuts in the afternoon. With each choice, you're telling your body, "I care. I'm listening. I'm still investing in strength, in freedom, and in a future where I stay active and capable." So far, we've focused on movement and nutrition, two powerful tools for maintaining strength and slowing the signs of aging. But there's one more piece to this puzzle that often gets overlooked, and that's your daily habits. In particular, how well you stay hydrated, how you move throughout the day, and how you take care of your body outside of structured routines. These small, often unnoticed choices can either support your efforts or quietly work against them. Let's start with something as simple and as vital as water. Most people know that hydration is important, but few realize just how directly it affects muscle function. Your muscles, including the ones in your hands, are made up mostly of water. They rely on proper hydration to contract, relax, and recover. When your body is even mildly dehydrated, those muscles lose efficiency. They can become tight, tired, or more prone to cramping. And the truth is, many older adults walk around slightly dehydrated every day without realizing it. This happens for a few reasons. As we age, our sense of thirst becomes less reliable. We don't always feel thirsty even when our body needs fluids. On top of that, some seniors intentionally drink less to avoid frequent bathroom trips, which is understandable, but can unintentionally lead to lower energy, weaker muscles, and poorer balance. So what's the solution? It doesn't have to be complicated. Start by keeping a small glass or bottle of water nearby, on your kitchen counter, next to your favorite chair, or beside your bed. Make it easy to sip throughout the day. You don't need to drink large amounts all at once. Just a steady intake, a few sips every hour, can make a world of difference over time. Now let's talk about movement. Not exercise, necessarily, but the natural movements that happen during your daily life. Things like walking to the mailbox, tending to a garden, folding laundry, or even writing a note to a friend. These gentle motions keep your joints lubricated, your muscles engaged, and your nervous system coordinated. When movement becomes limited, everything starts to stiffen. But when you stay gently active throughout the day, your body stays responsive and resilient. That's why, in addition to grip-strengthening exercises, I often recommend finding small ways to weave movement into your routine. If you enjoy gardening, take a few extra minutes to stretch your fingers after pulling weeds or planting flowers. If you like reading, pause every couple of chapters to flex your wrists or rotate your shoulders. These micro-movements, while small, keep your circulation flowing and prevent tightness from settling in. One of my favorite suggestions, and one I personally follow, is the hourly stretch. Every hour or so, pause and give your body a moment of kindness. Stretch your fingers wide, rotate your wrists, roll your shoulders gently. Stand if you've been sitting. Sit if you've been standing. It doesn't take long, just 30 seconds here and there, but it sends a message to your body. We're still moving, we're still in control. There's also value in evaluating certain lifestyle habits that may be quietly sabotaging your efforts. For instance, alcohol and sugary drinks. While an occasional glass of wine or a sweet treat is perfectly fine, frequent consumption of alcohol or high-sugar beverages can interfere with hydration and muscle recovery. These drinks can dehydrate you, spike inflammation, and reduce the absorption of important nutrients. A better alternative? Try herbal teas, fruit-infused water, or simply cool, clean water with a slice of lemon or cucumber. These options not only hydrate, they also add a little enjoyment to the process, making it more likely you'll stick with it. And while we're here, I want to gently mention another factor that plays a role in your strength: rest. Your muscles don't just build during activity, they rebuild during sleep. If you're not sleeping well, your body may struggle to recover from even the lightest exercise. So pay attention to your rest patterns. Create a calming bedtime routine. Reduce screen time in the evenings, keep your bedroom cool and quiet, and allow yourself the gift of real, restorative sleep. You've earned it, and your body needs it. I remember a woman named Jean who was incredibly consistent with her hand exercises and nutrition. But she still felt tired, and her progress had plateaued. After we talked, it turned out she was only sleeping 4 to 5 hours a night. She thought that was normal for someone her age. But once we helped her improve her sleep hygiene, simply by turning off the television earlier, drinking less caffeine in the afternoon, and using a white noise machine, her sleep improved dramatically. And within 2 weeks, her hand fatigue began to ease. Her words to me were, "I didn't realize how much being tired was dragging down my strength. I feel like I'm waking up again." These little adjustments, hydration, gentle movement, smarter choices, may not seem dramatic at first. But together, they create a foundation that allows your body to respond, to grow, and to hold on to strength where it matters most. They create a rhythm of care, a pattern of protection. And when you combine that with daily hand exercises and supportive nutrition, something beautiful happens. Your hands start to feel more capable. Tasks that once felt tiring become smoother. You begin to trust your body again. You feel more steady on your feet, more in charge of your day, and more connected to the life you want to live. This isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about choosing to support yourself in small, intentional ways every single day. Because every time you reach for a glass of water, or stretch your fingers after a task, or choose protein over processed snacks, you're telling your body, "I still care. I still believe in strength. I still believe in me." And that belief, that daily investment in your well-being, is the most powerful medicine of all. By now, you've heard a lot about a part of the body most people don't give much thought to: your grip. But the truth is, grip strength is more than just a measure of how tightly you can hold something. It's a reflection of how strong and steady you feel in your everyday life. It's one of the earliest signs your body gives you when something needs attention. And it's one of the most practical, proven ways to protect your independence as you age. The beauty of everything we've talked about today is that it's doable. It doesn't require hours of effort, special equipment, or major life changes. It just asks you to be present, to listen to your body, to care for your hands, your muscles, and your routines with the same dedication you've given to others throughout your life. It asks you to begin, gently and consistently, with something as small as a softball, a glass of water, or a little extra protein on your plate. And here's the most important part: it's never too late. You can begin strengthening your grip in your 60s, your 70s, your 80s, and still see real results. I've watched people who once struggled to open a jar regain their confidence. I've seen the sparkle return to someone's eyes when they realized they didn't need help carrying their groceries anymore. These are not just victories of the body, they are victories of the spirit. You deserve to feel strong. You deserve to feel steady. You deserve to trust your hands, your legs, your body, to carry you through the days ahead with dignity, ease, and joy. And if that starts with something as simple as grip strength, then that is where we begin. So I want to encourage you, take that first step. Pick one small thing from today's video, whether it's the hand exercises, the nutrition changes, or keeping water close by, and begin today, not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Because every step you take now is an investment in your future self. A future where you continue doing what you love, on your own terms, with confidence in every movement. And if this video has helped you see something in a new way, if it's given you a spark of motivation or a reminder that your body is still capable of healing and growth, I'd love to hear about it. Let us know in the comments. Which tip will you try first? And if you found this helpful, please give it a like, share it with a friend or loved one, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss another health tip made just for you. Together, let's keep building strength, one simple step at a time.